Shalom, dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, Allah, hola. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ken at 10. How are you today? It's Monday morning. The clocks went back. That's why I've got that behind me. There. Waking up. Did it work for you? Did you remember to put the clock back? And did you end up waking up an hour early? I hope not. Hope it all went well for you. How are you? I hope you're well today. Poppy today. Love the Armistice Poppy Day and all that. I know it's it's one of the first days that you start to see people wearing poppies. And one of my colleagues said to me, some people think that poppies are this or that, but for me, I'm proud of wearing my poppy. I'm proud of what our past times have done for us in terms of defending our country and what our soldiers do to this day, let alone the First World War, the Second World War, and everything in between. The people that keep us safe, we should have a lot of respect for, and the people that lost their lives defending our democracy. Ran over. How are you? Hope you're well. A few bits of news for you. First of all, 54 days till Christmas. That's one from Jack. He does like to bring the good news. Let's get into the property headlines now. What's going on? Our podcast, of course, is out, which is all about scary stuff. And there's some detail on it. Download that if you fancy a bit more detail, some scary property stories for you. Something in the Independent today. Homeowners face the biggest rise in mortgage payments since the financial crisis as interest rates rise, according to new analysis. The Liberal Dems calculated that an average borrower paying 3.26% on a standard variable rate will see their payments go up by £42 a month or £510 a year. That would equate to a 13% increase. I think the Chancellor's got a bit of a problem with this as well. I know the Bank of England are independent of the Chancellor, but of course the government have borrowed a lot of money and interest rates going up will hit them as hard as everyone else. So I do think it could be a real dilemma in balancing that, because if rates go too much, then that will be a real problem for everybody concerned. Apart from that, haunting house prices. Obviously, it was Halloween yesterday, and I thought I'd bring this one from the Mirror. A new study has revealed that having a resident ghost can dramatically increase the value of your house. Inventory Base looked up the 5 haunted houses in the UK, top 5 haunted houses, and found they sold for 18% more on average than other neighbouring non-ghost filled houses. Really? I'm going to have a ghost then. Before I sell, I'm going to invent a ghost. What about you? Apparently, after being featured in a ghost hunting show in 2018, the price of 39 De Grey Street registered an increase of 53%. Spooky. Whatever. I was reading something from James Timpson the weekend, which really struck a chord with me, which I'll come on to in a minute as well. But first of all, Spain remains a second home favourite. New research from Rightmove has revealed the most searched for second home locations among Brits, with the Spanish island Mallorca crowned the most popular destination. In total, 6 of the 10 most searched for locations were in Spain. Costa del Sol also made the top 3 as the third most searched for destination. Ibiza, Tenerife, and Alicante also made the top 10. Alicante's a nice city. If you've never been there, go. Very, very nice place to be. Yeah, I was looking at something from James Timpson. Timpsons, you probably know. And James Timpson is the owner. And he does a column. And I was looking at what he was saying over the weekend. I thought it was really, really apt. He was saying that when we produce accounts annually, businesses, wouldn't it be good if on the front page of the accounts you had to declare what you'd done socially, what you'd done for charity throughout the year, so that you're supporting, what have you done to support your local community? Now, we're quite big on that, as many of you will know. We've supported many schools. We're currently supporting a food bank as well. But it did make me think, if you had to declare on the front of Companies House what you've done this year socially, for your local community, so that your accounts were not just about profit, then it might turn people's heads into thinking, actually, there are more important things than money. We measure companies by their success in financial terms, but what about in their social impact locally, what they do for their local communities? I think that's so relevant and such a good point. And Timpson's great. He employs a lot of ex-cons trying to rehabilitate, give people a second chance in life. But I do think he's got a great point there to try and focus our minds. We do a lot. Yes. Could we do more? Probably, yes. And that being highlighted to people, I think, is part of it. It's making you look introspectively, look at yourself and say, what could we do to make things a little bit easier for those around us? Because sometimes we become so blinkered with having our own little successes and, making money on the one hand. It's very easy to take your eye off the ball and not realize what's going on right outside your door. And that's why we're supporting the local food bank. And we hope you will too. Just put the link for that on screen. We're just under halfway there, so a really long way to go. I've got to release a press release. Keep promising to do this and haven't yet done that. Sorry about the quality of the second video we released, by the way. Not as good as we'd hoped. And the reason for that was that we had a bit of a mic issue, but we might go back and try and do another video to try and encourage you to part with your hard-earned for the local food bank for Christmas hampers. And there's the link. Give it a go. justgiving.com/crowdfunding/Liberty Food Bank. £5 will do. £10 would be great. Whatever you can do, we'd be very grateful. Apart from that, we're into our sales meeting. Every week we have a meeting. And just after Ken at 10, actually, we get involved with every single landlord, every single vendor, every single issue that we've got. And we run through it all. So we've got a clear run ahead and we're focused on what to do to make sure that we get the very best outcome for all of our clients in terms of selling their properties, renting them, any issues that come along the way, maintenance and all things in between. And then on top of that, anything we're doing socially in terms of the local area and trying to raise money at the moment, particularly for the food bank, but we're thinking of other things as well coming up to the Christmas period. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another Ken at 10. Until then, stay safe, look after your family and friends. Ciao.